The fish are getting excited. They're not, they're panicking. So, today, quick video, nothing major, but we need to talk about last year's Buy a Koi Farm Grow and Show. It's that time where we need to get a measurement, and we need to get a photo, and we just need to see how they're doing. So last year's event consisted of a Kohaku, and for me it's that little one down there, and a single colour fish, and for me it's that Karashi / Chag, not that one, that one. There, so I'm going to get them out, I can have a closer look, I'm going to get a photo of them, a measurement, and then get the info sent over to Adam. So stay with me. I'll give you a couple of hints and tips about netting your fish and getting them out and trying to get a half decent photo. More so if you've not done it before, don't be scared, it's not the most difficult thing in the world, try and keep calm. Anyway, I'm going to get a few bits together, we'll get them out and we'll talk through the fish when we see them. So you're going to need a few things before you get ready. You're going to need your measuring bowl, you're going to need your net, you're going to need a koi sock, you're going to need sedate, a towel to dry your hands, and something to take pictures with. I'm just using my phone. So I've actually got two bowls set up here. I'm just filling it up with pond water, just using the sock. Probably would have been easier with a bucket, but why make things easy? No magic amount of water in the bowl here. You want enough water to cover the fish, so its back's under the water. I know the fish aren't particularly huge, so I'm sort of maybe a third to a half full each bowl. So once you've got your desired water level in the bowls, one of the bowls have a drop of sedate. No magic amount here. I'll just put a bit in, probably a capful, give it a zhuzh round, and then there should be ready to go. So if you've got air on in your pond, you want to turn that off. Makes it easier seeing the fish. Saves you stabbing at them with your net and maybe damaging one or two. And then it's nearly time. Now, I got extremely lucky here, but I always make it as easy as possible to net said fish. So if you notice, I've kept the fish to the left hand side of the pond with the net, and then had the sock ready on the left hand side of the pond as well. So when I bring the fish over that side, I'm not worried about the pan net being the wrong way compared to where the sock net is and being all crossed over. So I always corral the fish towards that side of the pond, so then I can just, once I've got it in the net and I bring it up, so you want to go under the fish and try and sort of lift it upwards, you're then there with your sock net in your other hand and you can just scoop it up. But I did get extremely lucky. So here we go. Rather easy she came out. Bit of a beast. Just lost a couple of scales the other day, which you'll see on a diary video at some point soon. So you'll notice as well, as I said a minute ago, I've got two bowls. That's just pond water, no sedate in it. This has got a bit of sedate in it. Right, see if I can get a snap. So, as you can see, it's a bit of a mess, but if you're outside with no cover and there's a bit of sunshine, you need to give the bowl a little bit of shelter. In my case, I used a piece of plyboard just wedged to give me enough shade over the bowl to stop reflection. And then all you're doing is waiting for the fish to glide towards you from the back of the bowl. I prefer not to chase around the bowl trying to get the snap. Remember, the fish is lightly sedated, so I'll tend to push the fish and turn it round, pointing towards me at the other end of the bowl, take my hand out, and then as it's sort of gliding back towards you, get a picture. Now, that sounds rather easy, and I'm sure most of you have taken pictures of fish at some point over the years, but it's mega frustrating. If the fish slightly lists to the side, or it just normally decides that, I'm not going to float down the bowl, I'm just going to twist literally halfway down and then go back the other way. Or it's just going to swim, then you think it's just floating towards you, and then you look at the picture and lo and behold, the fish is buckled. God knows how. It just, the photo, the water, could be anything. So there we go. So that was, the fish was in the non-sedated water. Back in the sedated, maybe it was a little bit too sedated. But I'll overlay some bad pictures and I'll overlay some good pictures to give you an idea of the kind of thing we're looking for. As I said before, it doesn't need to be professional quality. You can do it with a phone. But to give yourself a best chance of getting a half decent snap, as little glare on the water as possible, and enough water in the bowl to cover the fish. So here's a few I've done, good and bad. I'll save the two that I'm going to submit till a bit later on. Have a look, have a giggle, and let me know how you got on. So don't be afraid to take loads of pictures, and you can select through them, because you will get some ruined ones like this. Too dark, fish not straight, too much glare, just ripple water, and it's quite bright as well, the reflection. God knows what the fish is doing there. It's just coming back down the bowl but up the side. Another one like that. Again, fish head up, no good. It looks short and just bent over. So don't be afraid, take lots of pics, flick through your phone, and then you can just select and maybe even, if needed, crop out what you don't want to get the ideal picture. So there's both of them. I think the Kohaku had a little bit too long in the sedate now, but just as a bit of a comparison. And it's always hard to get a visual of how big fish are, but if I put my hand under it, it's a bit of a beast. So 44 centimetres for that. And I'd imagine this is the Kohaku's a bit less. Again, probably females. There's no rough on it, so might even be able to get a slightly better picture now. He's a little bit more out of it. That's nearly all but gone, that little bit that was in the tail that I wasn't too worried about. So yeah, happy with how they've done. And I'll persevere to see if I can get a slightly better snap. Then I'll get a measurement of the Kohaku. So there we go. It's not easy. So this is the setup. Fish are back in now. And I'll turn the air back on because I probably want the air on. Oh, that's the light. Still don't know. So you've seen by my attempts through this video, it's not particularly easy. You just need some patience, a little bit of sedate helps, and ideally the koi floating back towards you to get a picture. So once you've got your picture, you're going to need to email it to me on my email address below in the description, koi.diaries9 I think at gmail.com, but that'll be in the description. I just need your name as well, because some email addresses don't tally up with people's names, such as me. And then I'll get all of this collated. I'd like everyone's pictures to be in by the, I don't know, 6 o'clock the 2nd of October, which is a Sunday. So that gives us 2 weekends to get everyone's pictures in and sent to me. Don't send me hundreds of the fish that you've taken. I'm just going to need one, possibly two, and then I'll pick one. But the best one out of what you've taken for the Kohaku, and then for your single colour fish. So a maximum of 4 photos, 2 of each, but ideally just 1 of each. Don't know what they're doing. Get that emailed across to me. Let me know your name. Let me know whether you was heated or unheated this summer. But I mean, the temperatures we've had this year we should see some really good results, especially from the non-heated ponds. Probably going to have kept up, if not done just as well as compared to the heated ponds, because it's been ridiculous this year, isn't it? So
So yeah, get that over to me by the 2nd of October. I'll then collate all of the information and get it to Adam, and then he'll go through all the entries. I'm going to try, if I can, and get them put side by side with the Kohaku. And then obviously the single colour fish is easy. It's just biggest growth, heated, unheated. So it'll be really interesting, and then I'll get that put together either on a slide or on a slide video, something like that, to put up so everyone can see how everybody did. And we'll just wait for Adam's review of everything, and I'll get that collated, and then I'll get that back out to you. Well, we're going to be talking, so Adam's going to need at least a week. I'm going to need a week. So by the end of October, we'll have all of that information collated and hopefully back out to you guys to see how you did. There we go. So 2 pictures, one of each if you've got both, emailed across to me with the size. Actually, I didn't say that, did I? But I'm going to need the size of said fish as well, and your actual name, and whether it's heated or unheated. Nice and simple-ish. Remember, don't panic. Chill out. You just stress the fish out, and you just stress yourself out. Keep it on the low. Okay. Right, I'm going to go inside and have a flick through my photos and get this video put together. Thanks to everybody that entered last year. I know a lot of you came back for the 2nd year, which was the Asagi and the Showa. Not a lot going on with that at the minute. Sneaky little... I'll put a little sneaky vid clip at the end of how my Asagi's doing. As you know, my Showa jumped out the week after I got it, so I haven't got that, but I've got the Asagi, which is doing pretty well. So sneaky little clip of that at the end. Any questions or any queries about any of this, or you're struggling, drop me a message and we'll have a chat. But I think just over 2 weeks should be enough for everyone to get a photo. We've still got a bit of light in the evening, so even if you're getting in from work sort of 6, 7 o'clock, you've got a little bit of time to mess around. But don't panic and leave it to the last minute, as I say, because it is stressful enough anyway, getting a fish out, and then trying to get a half decent photo adds to the stress. So just chill out. Thanks for entering last year. I can't wait to see how everybody has done. I know some people have had some monumental growth. Likewise, some people haven't had fish grow very well, but they've had some absolutely brilliant quality out of the fish. So it will be really good to see and compare how everybody's done. Right, thanks for watching. I can't wait to put the thing back together. So as soon as everyone gets that done, we can get that back out and back to Adam, and we can find out who won. Right, catch you later. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.